Hey, it's Crafty here. I'm here to tell you about the difference between songwriting, arranging, and song structure. They're three completely different things. I'm going to get right into it right now. Alright, so this is going to be a quick overview video, making sure that you understand the differences between the three different words, songwriting, arranging, and song structure. I'm not going to get too in depth. I'm going to save getting really into the nitty gritty of each of those subjects in separate videos. But for now, we're just going to make sure that you understand the difference between them. Alright, so let's get started on songwriting. So what constitutes you being a songwriter or someone being a part of the songwriting process? Well, if you have written lyrics or melody or a chord progression, well then a court of law for years and years and years would have deemed you as a songwriter. Now, it's such a grey area because look, if you're a drummer or if you're a harmony singer or if you are an instrumentalist in a band where somebody else has written the chord progression but you sort of add your own little twist to it, well, they could be a part of writing a song, right? But like I said, it's a grey area. There's many variations of how you could be deemed a songwriter, but a court of law for years would have said it's one of those three things: lyrics, melody, and a chord progression. So to give you a bit of a clearer example about the elements of the songwriting, I'm going to use an old band of mine. We were called The Secret Game. It's going to be a nice blast in the past for me. This is the song that I use in the intro for the Crafty Music Tips channel. This is a song called Amnesia, and we're going to have a quick look about the songwriting elements with it. Okay, so the lyrical content is pretty obvious, right? It's just the words. Here, the words right in front of you. Now, for the first line, stepped out, he saw him coming. This is the melody. Stepped out, he saw him coming. Now, I didn't actually sing this song. It's a bit too high for my vocal range. My bandmate Joel did a fantastic job of singing this one. Stepped out, he saw him coming. We could have actually done a different melody. It could have been stepped out, he saw him coming. Could have actually been stepped out, he saw him coming. Could have been any other type of melody, but we chose this for the first line. And so simply the chord progression was just a guitar riff and a bass riff played like this. Now there's other sections to this, but that was the main chord progression. And so together we've got the lyrics, stepped out, he saw him coming, for this line, and we've got the melody, and we've also got the chord progression or the musical foundation, I guess. Now, if you're wondering, what about the drums? If the drummer didn't write any of the lyrics or the melody of the chords, well then, does he or she get a songwriting credit? Now, I will do a video purely on songwriting. I'll go way more in depth, so stay tuned for that. But for now, let's talk about arranging. So if you've heard the term arranging before in regards to a song, that means many things. It means how loud or soft or fast or slow you play a song on all the different types of instruments. It means if you're playing a bunch of chords, what type of inversions are they? What type of voicings are they? It also means what sounds are they? Are they distorted? Are they clean? Are they warm? Are they really bright? It also means what type of harmonies you'll be adding in. It also means how much guts you give as a singer, how quiet or how much emotion that you give to it. And it also means what type of genre that you're executing the lyrics, the melody, and the chord progression with. Now, it's been a while since I've delved into this song Amnesia by my old band The Secret Game, so I can't remember exactly how we decided about arranging it. But what I do remember is we wanted kind of like a dance rock type of verse, and we also wanted to build it up to like a big rock anthemic type of chorus. Other ways that we could have decided to arrange it, I've just got my acoustic guitar here. Obviously, if I had a full band, you'd get a bigger effect, but like I could have said, let's just go a little bit slower, a little bit more chilled out, a bit more almost reggae, like. And instead of Joel singing up the octave, I potentially could have sang it down the octave. Stepped out, he saw him coming. Now he retreats to go hide. He's sick and tired of being tomorrow's front page headline. So who knows, it could have gone a bit more bluesy, rootsy kind of rock. Stepped out, he saw him coming. Now he retreats to go high. I don't know how it would work as a ballad. Stepped out, he saw him coming. Now he retreats to go hide. Stepped out, he saw him coming. Now he retreats to go hide. Not too sure how good metal sounds on an acoustic like that, but you get the gist. It is the arrangement. It is how you are executing, how you are delivering the melody, the lyrics, and the chord progression. Now, the last term that I'm going to gloss over is structure. Song structure, also known as song form, is basically just the structural elements, the order of which the parts of the song will appear. So we're talking like an intro, or a verse, or a solo, or a chorus. There's other words as well, bridge, outro. I've even heard of break it down. They are the main ones. Now, there's a bunch of older classic song form that I'll talk about in the in-depth video, but for now we're just going to talk about the main classic pop song structure, which is things like an intro or a verse or a chorus, things like that. Now, so the song structure to the song Amnesia starts off with an intro. What we decided to do at the time was start with a chorus, except not have the full drum beat and not have any singing. So the normal chorus will sound like this. He can remember his amnesia, whoa, whoa, like that. So someone came up with the idea in the band that we just go like that, which is just the way I described it. It's the chorus, but it's not completely played as the chorus would be exactly. So how to deliver the intro, I guess, was an arrangement tool by changing around the chorus, but knowing that it's an intro, which is short for the word introduction, is the song structure element of which we started with in the song. Now, there's a lot of other songs that don't have intros at the start. For instance, it could be the song Hey Jude by the Beatles. That just comes straight in. Hey Jude. And it's bang, right in. No intro in Hey Jude, right? But lots of Beatles songs did have an intro, and we just decided with Amnesia that we wanted an intro. So all these years later, I don't know how it would have sounded if we didn't start with an intro. Let's have a think. If we could have just started the song with the verse. 1, 2, oh, 1, 2, 3. Stepdaddy saw him coming. I don't know if I like the idea of this song starting straight away with a verse, because I like how it's sort of like built up to the verse. It took a little while to sort of set the scene. It could have actually started with a chorus, perhaps just a half a chorus. It could have gone 1, 2, or 1, 2. He can't remember his own amnesia. Kind of like that, right? Obviously, if I had a full band here, you would have been able to have understood what was in my head there. But that's the idea, that like it's knowing what the actual song structure is. And it's so important to know what the song structure is of a song when you're learning it. It's also really important to understand the elements of song structure so that when you're writing a song, you're not confused about what should be the next element that you want to add next when you're creating. So there you have it. There's the differences between songwriting and arranging and song structure. But if you want to know more, I will be putting together a more in-depth video on each of the subjects. So stay tuned for that. And if you're interested in hearing the full Secret Game song Amnesia, then I'll leave the link below there. So yeah, that's it for me. I'll see you in another one of those in-depth videos really soon. I hope this has been helpful for you. My name's Crafty. I'll see you soon.